Authorities are expecting mass protest when the Constitutional Court releases its decision on the future of ex-Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha later today. Meanwhile, residents in 11 of Thailand's provinces are being warned as Tropical Storm Noru is expected to push the Chao Phraya River to the brink. All this is coming up in today's program.
Choose your trip to your favorite islands with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, Thai authorities have ramped up security in the capital ahead of expected protests when the Constitutional Court releases its decision on the future of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha later today. The court will rule on whether General Prayut's constitutionally stipulated 8-year term is up. General Prayut came into power following a 2014 coup. Anti-government activists will hold rallies in Bangkok as the Constitutional Court delivers its opinion on General Prayut's tenure, slated for around 1,500 hours today. Organizers have announced demonstrations at Patumwan and Rajprasong intersections from 2 to 5 p.m. respectively. Reports indicate that activists will also gather outside the Constitutional Court building and at Thammasat University's Tha Prajan campus. Other possible locations include Asok intersection, Democracy Monument, Democrat Party headquarters, Government House, Lumpini Park, the National Assembly, and the Victory Monument, as well as near prominent public squares, government buildings, and roadways. General Prayut's supporters are expected to hold counter-protests across the city. Authorities will likely increase security at the Constitutional Court and at any of the named venues. Demonstrators may block and/or march along roadways, prompting localized transport disruptions. Clashes between opposition groups of activists or police and demonstrators are possible, particularly if activists try to bypass security barriers, and mass arrests may occur. Security forces will be on the lookout for any action that breaks the country's most egregious crime, according to the elites, lèse majesté, or criticism of the monarchy. Visitors are strongly advised to avoid the protests at all costs due to possible violence and the risk of arrest. Also plan for possible local transport disruptions. Protests began in 2020 on academic campuses but were brought to a halt by the COVID pandemic. Demonstrations against the government only but expanded to include unprecedented demands for reform of the monarchy. By the time this video releases, the Constitutional Court will have most likely ruled on whether suspended Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has exceeded an 8-year limit as premier. So here's the background on this ongoing drama. So General Prayut seized power in a 2014 coup, and his lackeys instilled him as Prime Minister soon after. Then the air has been filled with speculation and conspiracy theories since the court accepted the opposition's petition on August 24th this year and suspended General Prayut as Prime Minister, while the court considered whether he should have left office last month, a case filed by the opposition Pheu Thai party. The question for the court to decide is whether General Prayut's 8 years in charge should include his time as leader of the junta that he installed after toppling the elected Pheu Thai government. Some want the 8 years to begin when the new constitution came into force in 2017, while some suggest 2019 when an election was held and the new parliament chose him to head the government. Unlike previous editions, the current Thai constitution clearly stipulates the term limits for the office of the Prime Minister. Article 158 states that the Prime Minister shall not hold office for more than 8 years in total, whether or not consecutively. However, this shall not include the period during which the Prime Minister carries out duties after vacating the office. There is a strong case for counting his tenure from 2014, arguing that the Constitution is intended to prevent a monopoly of power and what matters is the spirit of the Constitution. But hey, will the court rule against the very person who gave them their jobs? If not, the case for the ex-military dictator is that the 8-year limit cannot be retroactive and tenure should be counted from the time the charter came into force. This could keep General Prayut in power until 2025, provided that his party wins the upcoming elections. Only Prayut's most fanatical supporters believe the tenure started in 2019 when he was sworn in as Prime Minister under the new constitution. They believe he could serve until mid-2027. Tenure is just one of many issues the opposition wants to resolve in their efforts to remove the retired general permanently from office. So far, they have tried 4 parliamentary motions of censure, a conflict of interest case over his residence, and months of street protests.
Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAAFX?
What is AAAFX?
Good question. Look no further than AAAFX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods including crypto with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAAFX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com.
Residents in 11 of Thailand's provinces are being warned as Tropical Storm Noru is expected to push the Chao Phraya River to the brink. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation and the Royal Irrigation Department issued the warnings yesterday for the 11 provinces that includes Bangkok, Uthai Thani, Suphanburi, Samut Prakan, Pathum Thani, Singburi, Lopburi, Nonthaburi, Ayutthaya, Chainat, and Ang Thong. Storm Noru passed over northeastern Thailand late Wednesday and has increased the Chao Phraya River's flow rate, prompting the Royal Irrigation Department to speed up the river's discharge in the Chainat barrage. More than 4,000 people in Thailand's northeastern province of Ubon Ratchathani have been evacuated as of Wednesday night as Noru advanced on the region. The typhoon was downgraded to a tropical storm as it hit the kingdom. The meteorological department says it will gradually be downgraded to a depression and low-pressure system. Earlier this week, Storm Noru hit the Philippines, causing at least 6 deaths. Vietnam was more recently hit by the storm, with airports shuttering and mandatory evacuations enforced. People flying in and out of Bangkok this Friday afternoon will have to have their flights delayed because the Royal Thai Air Force wants to spend that sweet taxpayer money on an air parade to welcome their new boss. The RTF received a lot of criticism from Thai netizens for the ceremony over Don Mueang Airport, but insists it will go ahead to honor a retiring Air Force chief and welcome a successor, which they say is a very, oh so very important tradition. The RTF also held drills on September the 23rd and 27th so that the big day could be picture perfect. The exercises raised many complaints because they have caused delays to flights. The RTF spokesperson warned all of the relevant departments to avoid using those airspaces during the ceremony period. He concluded that the RTF would like to apologize for the inconvenience, but the ceremony would go ahead anyway. The third baby elephant of the year has been born at a botanical garden in Pattaya. The Nong Nut Gardens, Pattaya, welcomed the new little member named Plai Paw Chai with a religious ceremony yesterday. The rite was held in front of an elephant statue in the kingdom. Photos show a monk blessing Plai Paw Chai as the little elephant wears orange flowers around his neck. In honor of Plai Paw Chai's birth, the garden extended a buy one get one free ticket campaign for people who want to see him up close. As the kingdom's national animal, elephants are a beloved part of Thai culture. Due to their cuteness, baby elephants especially get a lot of love in Thailand. Back in April, netizens went wild over photos posted on Facebook of 6 naughty wild elephant calves that ran off from their herd to cool off in a pool of mud at a national park in the central Prachinburi province. The baby elephants played for so long that they exhausted themselves and had to be helped out by the park rangers. Bit of a change-up for this show. Starting Monday, I'll be passing the Thailand News Today torch on to one of our other great Thaiger hosts. But you can always find me on my own Jet Gunther channel and maybe occasionally on Good Morning Thailand whenever I feel like doing my signature rants. And stay tuned for more fun and informative shows we've got prepared for you this weekend on the Thaiger channel. This has been Jet Gunther, signing out.